Is Khloe Kardashian engaged to Tristan Thompson?
Ariana Grande is clapping back at haters over her engagement to Pete Davidson.
And we've got the reason why TanaCon failed hard in mere hours.
All that and more on today's rundown. Hey you guys, welcome back to The Dur. I got my girl Naz. And we got a lot to talk about today, including this whole TanaCon situation, because a lot of her YouTuber peers are speaking out pretty angrily about the situation.
I can't wait to talk about that later in the show. But first, let's talk about Khloe Kardashian, you guys, because she is finally speaking out about the whole Tristan cheating scandal, and she may be engaged. On Sunday, Khloe and Tristan stepped out to a late dinner in West Hollywood at Boa Steakhouse with their friends. After they were spotted at dinner, an article came out on the Daily Mail stating that the dinner was very tense and that Khloe looked sad and bored. When Khloe saw this headline, she took to Twitter to call out the Daily Mail and said, quote, "You make up anything. I actually had a great night. It was a large birthday dinner for friends, and as a new mom, I'm tired AF. Being out past 10 p.m. is not where I'll have the most energy these days." This report contradicts a source who spoke to People that claims that Khloe and Tristan, quote, seem to be in the best place they've been since the scandal. And get ready for this one, you guys. Khloe was spotted at that same dinner on Sunday wearing a huge diamond engagement-like ring on her left hand. A source told People on Monday, quote, "Khloe looks great. She wore a huge new ring." And in case you guys are wondering how Khloe's been doing and feeling since the Tristan scandal all went down, Khloe has finally opened up a little about what it's been like to be by Tristan's side. So on Monday, Khloe responded to a Twitter user who wrote, quote, "I love, adore, and root for Khloe Kardashian, but I'm so disappointed she stayed with that waste man Tristan. She preaches about women knowing their self-worth and when to walk away, but when it's time to walk the walk, she's a hypocrite." To which Khloe responded by saying, "Not exactly. You have no knowledge of what goes on in our household or the enormous rebuilding this takes to even coexist. I'm proud of my strength. I appreciate your opinion, and I hope you hold that same opinion to everyone else who has stayed in situations." First of all, if she is engaged, that's like huge news.
I will be so sad.
Will you?
I feel Queen Persia, because listen, I get where she's coming from. I think we're all just a little bit sad and disappointed.
Protective of Khloe, maybe?
Well, we're definitely protective of Khloe, but I think we're just disappointed as well for her getting back together with this guy. But going on that, I get it, like, it's the father of her child. I couldn't imagine. I obviously can't relate, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, I totally don't get why she got back with him, because like they have a kid together. But at the same time, to make that commitment when he couldn't even commit to you when you were just boyfriend, girlfriend, and now you're getting married. I hope this isn't true, Naz.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, because I don't know, you know, we're not in that household, like she said. Like, we have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. Actually, we have some idea because of the show, which this is gonna play out on the show, and the premiere is coming up. So we all are like getting our cups of tea ready to watch this, but I don't know. I just want Khloe to be happy. As long as Khloe's happy, I'm happy. But I agree with you. It is scary to enter an engagement with someone that's cheated on you before.
Yeah.
I personally would be really nervous. I'd be like, you know, I feel like I'd always be nervous that they'd maybe cheat again.
I'd have like their location services on at all times. I'd call them every 20 minutes, be like, hey, just making sure you're still alone. Yeah, it wouldn't be, I shouldn't get back to someone who's cheated on me, clearly.
Cute but psycho.
Ariana Grande is calling an end for all of this hate towards her and Pete Davidson's engagement. Ariana Grande is continuing her mission to spread love, and that includes protecting her own. She took it upon herself to firmly respond to multiple haters online. Ariana clapped back at those doubting and questioning her lightning-fast engagement to Pete. She was tagged by a fan account on Instagram who posted a paparazzi photo where Pete is clearly flipping off the camera. One fan then commented on the post, "Bruh, I'm dead, he's flipping us off." But Ariana then responded to that fan, clarifying who exactly Pete was flipping off, saying, quote, "Are you nuts? It's the paps, not you. Ever? Stop with this shit. Please, for real. I love y'all too much for this. Enough with the Instagram and Twitter war thing. It ends now." Ariana responded to this fan a second time, adding, "Y'all are so loved. Stop trying to start shit. Everything is so beautiful right now. I'm over it." Another user captured a screenshot of a DM from Ariana herself, reading, quote, "Hey, please stop with the hate and all the nonsense opinions and stuff. It's no fun for anybody in the fandom, nor for me. I love y'all a lot, like family, and I work really hard to make you happy. Please be supportive and kind to each other and about my life if that's okay." That's all I ask in return. We gotta say, Ari has some good points there. None of her pleas seem crazy or unreasonable. She's in love and would just like her fans to be respectful and supportive of that. Okay, considering how much hate I'm sure they've gotten, I'm not surprised at all that Ariana clapped back. I mean, imagine having the happiest day of your life before the wedding. This is just the engagement. And you're like, oh my God, I'm on cloud 9. And then everyone's like, it's not gonna last. I don't like it. And hating on your fiance.
I know. That's what sucks about being a celebrity, because we were just talking about Khloe, and it's like, you can get engaged or something really awesome can happen, but there's gonna be a bunch of people out there that don't agree or don't like what you're doing. And it's like, you can't win. It's a lose-lose situation. So, I don't know, but I don't know if Ariana also necessarily needs to respond to everyone, you know? If like you're happy, I feel like I would just be living my life, not choosing to respond to people, but it also shows how much she like loves her fandom and cares so much, because she just wants everyone to get along. So it's respectable, and I just hope, again, just like Khloe, Ari's happy.
I know, I just think because they've been so public about their relationship, about their engagement, she clearly wants people to be happy for her. Like she's looking for that response, and I get it, but and you know, you can say she just wants to share the love, whatever, but if you're posting a bunch of pictures on Instagram, commenting on every picture on Instagram, you're kind of like asking for people to respond to it, and I think because
and you're gonna be reading those comments.
Exactly.
All right, you guys, well, if you haven't heard, what was supposed to be one of the biggest weekends for content creators at TanaCon actually turned into a massive disaster. So we all know Tana Mojo has held a grudge against VidCon for a while now, and in the past, Tana wasn't given a special meet and greet area at VidCon or a partner pass. So in spite of VidCon, Tana decided to throw her own convention called TanaCon 2018. So tickets to TanaCon were free, and fans were given the option to purchase feature effing creator tickets for around $40 to $60, and Tana had tweeted out that they had sold around 5,000 tickets. Tana also had some big YouTube stars sign up to attend the event, like Shane Dawson, Bella Thorne, The Gabby Show, and as you guys can imagine, advertising for a free event with those huge names in attendance was basically a recipe for disaster. So even though Tana was selling 5,000 tickets for the weekend, various sources are saying that 15,000 extra unregistered guests actually showed up wanting to get in. I can't say I'm surprised. And many are pointing fingers at Tana for encouraging all those people to come, because she was tweeting fans to roll through because the event was, quote, free. So TanaCon was held across the street from VidCon at the Marriott Suites in Anaheim, California. And when doors opened, all the people waiting outside jumped into one line regardless if they had a ticket or not. Things also weren't looking that great inside either, because the whole venue consisted of a single hallway and a ballroom and not much to actually do. So at 2 p.m., the fire marshal actually shut the convention down because there were too many people in attendance, creating a fire hazard. And this reminds me of remember the fire festival?
Yes.
That went down in Exuma, and like they promised all these like luxury cabanas and luxury food, and people showed up and it was like pre-packaged sandwiches like that you would find at Starbucks. I just think, personally, this makes a lot of sense to me. Why? Because I think it was around March that VidCon told Tana that she couldn't go to VidCon. So I'm assuming that she planned this within a 3-month span. And think about like getting married. Getting married, so most of the time, when you just have like 100 people there, it takes like a year in advance to plan. So you're planning this convention for like, with massive YouTube names in the span of 3 months. Like there's a lot of things that can be overlooked, like safety, like, you know, where people are gonna stand in line, are they gonna have water, are they gonna be waiting in a shaded area? So I just personally feel bad for all the fans. Like people spend so much money to drive, to go out, to get a hotel. So yeah, I feel bad for the fans. And I kind of feel bad for Tana too. I think she wanted to throw something, you know, that was a good time for everyone, but it just ended up falling flat.
Yeah, and not to mention, she actually planned it in like, I believe it was 40 days.
Oh,
so
whoa.
she planned it super last minute. I know she was getting a lot of feedback from her YouTuber friends, which we'll get into, warning her about doing this, because I don't think from the beginning it was even that well prepared for, like, I don't think it had to do with even, I mean, of course, I think it added to it the fact that so many extra people showed up, but I think it had a lot to do with the organization from the get-go. I don't think you can plan that kind of event in 40 days. And I couldn't even imagine the budget you'd need for that event. So it goes without saying, a lot of people were upset by the cancellation of TanaCon, and Tana herself has been receiving a ton of backlash for it ever since. Fans, of course, have been very vocal about their feelings towards the entire event and how it all turned out, but they aren't the only ones talking about the failed convention. A number of Tana's YouTuber peers have spoken out publicly about TanaCon, and they did not hold back their feelings. Shane Dawson got super candid on Twitter after he found out that TanaCon was canceled. He actually apologized to those who came out to see him specifically, tweeting, quote, "Just found out TanaCon has been canceled. I'm so sorry to anyone that came out here to see me. It wasn't my event, and if it was, it would have been run differently. I'm heartbroken looking at the videos of people waiting all day in the sun, getting burnt. I don't blame Tana, but I do have some serious questions for the people that organized the event. Overselling tickets, not having enough water, and letting people burn, not okay. And even though it's not my event, I promise I'll make it up to you. I'm so sorry." Meanwhile, James Charles revealed to a fan that he tried his best to give Tana advice on how to properly and safely plan TanaCon. He tweeted, quote, "I called her yesterday and gave her every last piece of advice I could to save this convention and her reputation, and again, she isn't listening. A true friend will call you out when you're in the wrong. I thanked her for what she's done for me and ended our friendship. Don't speak on a situation you know nothing about. I'm literally the absolute best kind of friend she could ask for, rather than everyone who was yelling in her ear yesterday, VidCon, let's make this lit, and let's shut this city down. Open your eyes." Oof. But despite the backlash from these two, Tana publicly thanked them for their honesty by tweeting, "I want to thank Shane and James for being real with me and being the only people to tell me that canceling and working towards something better would be much smarter than choosing my pride and being unsafe. They kept it real as with me, and I love them." Could you imagine planning this whole trip with like your friends or your family to go to this one event, flying far distances to then find out it's canceled after waiting all day to go in? I would be so mad.
I'd be so mad, but at least you can say you were there when it all went down, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Well, you guys, Demi Lovato has just revealed a brand new tattoo after performing her new song Sober for the first time. Demi Lovato was excited to share her newest tattoo with her fans. She posted on Instagram story on Monday revealing her new tattoo that simply says free in cursive on her pinky. It appears that she got the tattoo on Friday based on the date stamp, but in another Insta story we see that she was not alone. She posted this photo that shows she got tats with her team and captioned it saying, "The team that tats together stays together." Demi recently opened up in her new song Sober and admitted that she broke her sobriety. And Demi just performed the song live for the first time on Sunday at the Rock in Rio Festival. So I actually haven't gotten a chance to say like how I actually feel about Demi coming out with this song and admitting that she did relapse. And I just think Demi Lovato is so strong because this does happen to a lot of people that are sober, and I think it's great that she continues to share her story, be vulnerable, be transparent with everyone, because I bet people that have relapsed before feel so much better knowing someone like Demi Lovato has, and this song is for them, and I just love what Demi's doing. Like, I just think she's so strong and brave for like always being transparent with her fans.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. And honestly, not surprised Demi got another tattoo because I love that she does that whenever she gets tattoos, there's always a meaning behind it. And I feel like this is only fitting for Demi.
All right, guys, it is the end of DHR, so obviously Renee and I have questions for you. I really want to know what you guys think of Khloe being potentially engaged to Tristan Thompson. Do you think she should get engaged and married to Tristan or not? Let us know in the comment section below.
No. But I want to know, what are your thoughts about this whole TanaCon situation? Did it piss you off? Are you still her fan after this all went down? Let us know right down in the comments below, and we'll be back tomorrow. Actually, we will be back tomorrow.
We will be back tomorrow. Bye, guys.
And then click over here to find out why Kanye thought that Kim was going to divorce him.
Click over there for all the tea, and then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, you guys, because it is free.
It's free?
It's free.
Click it.